We've got Rw9 versus Mawkzy right now. Both players are here, both players are ready, and we are going to get started with the action. This is a rematch from their Group B match that happened last week. And in that match, Rw9 completely destroyed Mawkzy 3-0. Now, of course, Mawkzy in the playoffs can be a different beast. It could be a different Mawkzy than Group Stage Mawkzy. And he started off his Stage 1 playoff run with a 3-1 win in the quarterfinal. That's exactly what he's done today as well. Rw9 will need to be on his best behavior if he's going to keep Mawkzy at bay. He might, at least on paper, be the player with the best chance of stopping Mawkzy. If Mawkzy can get past Rw9, then he's got Nas in the next round. Or rather, no, he's got Drally in the next round. Oh, I take it back. Drally's got the best chance to stop him. I take it back. Drally's actually got the best record against Mawkzy all time. So he would probably be Mawkzy's biggest test. Rw9 and Mawkzy have played each other a ton. And I think now currently Mawkzy leads the head-to-head. 10 series wins to the 7 of Rw9. Rw9 with a double tap here, make it a triple. Oh, what a goal by Rw9. Mawkzy did not expect the triple tap. It's Rw9 to the backboard, and then Rw9 with a flip reset to the backboard and places the shot underneath the pre-jumping Mawkzy. What an opening goal that is by Rw9, who is predominantly known as a defensive counter-puncher. But when he feels like it, he can pop off in the air as well. Fake challenge by Rw9. Mawkzy ignores it and flicks it right over him. That is actually a very promising flick for Mawkzy, because notice where he's put that one. It's a top right flick for Mawkzy. Usually he goes top left with his flicks, even from positions where top right looks preferable. But he said that he's trying to improve his top right flick as well, so that he's got even more dominance in the flick game. And that time he did pull one off. Rw9 into the air again. Flip reset fake, not working out. Mawkzy stays low and gets a piece of the ball. Mawkzy has to run away from Rw9's threatened demo there. Now he's coming in with a threat of one of his own. Rw9 has to be the best air dribble bump defender in the world right now. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that. Now flip reset, top corner. Oh my goodness. Ridiculous in defense as usual. But what has happened to Rw9 today? He's just put in a triple tap, reset, rebound, and now he's scored a top bins flip reset. I'm so interested if he keeps this up. If Rw9 plays aerial offense against Mawkzy as a priority, that's clearly an intentional plan. I mean, Mawkzy is known as the strongest player in the ground game, and he's had the best all-time record against Rw9 because of that. Rw9 with the defensive style can't keep up with him. Now it's a flip reset fake for Rw9. Mawkzy's completely lost control. Rw9 up 3-2. So Rw9 makes Mawkzy feel uncomfortable with that jump. Notice that Mawkzy jumped in response to Rw9's fake jump there. That was a massive play by Rw9. Mawkzy really didn't want to be jumping. He didn't expect Rw9 to go up, and he's very much on edge after Rw9's successful aerial plays that have already happened in this game. Rw9 commits to the wall, forces Mawkzy high and wide. And another fake challenge from Rw9. Dodges a demo afterwards. Mawkzy correctly reads Rw9 taking his time and retakes control of the ball. Rw9, of course, very comfortable defending with low boost, but only if Mawkzy does not have momentum. That was a wicked wall shot by Mawkzy. Has gone just wide of the target though. Rw9 with the option of going into the air again, and he does. Another methodical aerial approach by Rw9, which he decides not to use his flip in. Looking very in control of the ball right now, Rw9, whenever he can get it up and into the air. Mawkzy, early flick, Rw9 backs off accordingly. Saves yet another air dribble bump threat. Fakes the long shot and instead takes the back corner boost and opens up an angle with the bounce dribble. Plays it first time to the backboard. It's Rw9 with the double tap. And once again, he clips on Mawkzy. He's putting together quite the highlight reel just from one game. And this cannot be what Mawkzy was expecting from Rw9. This is probably what he thought was going to happen in the Zen match. But it's Rw9 who is bringing the aerial game and making it work against Mawkzy. Mawkzy delays the kickoff now. Rw9 is doing phenomenally well in the kickoff game to force Mawkzy to adapt. And he's got a very comfortable position for himself here, Rw9. Mawkzy can turn though, because Rw9 messed up his wave dash. But the shot is too early. No threat. Not a problem for Rw9, who stays safe from the demo. Great catch by Mawkzy. Another early flick in case Rw9 challenges. But overall, this is fine for Rw9. He is, like I said, one of the most comfortable defenders on low boost. He just doesn't panic. Mawkzy's going to need to outplay him actively, and that's what he's going to try and do here. Another air dribble, this time a dunk at the back of it. Rw9 stops that one as well. It's very clear who's had more success with the aerial game today, as Rw9 now covers high, challenges low, and counters for 5-2. And that's a bit more of a Rw9 style goal, where he's covering the high flick with his wall angle in the jump, off the wall jump, and then manages to flip dead center on the ball to go up by another goal. Remember, Mawkzy's the only French player left in the competition. He is carrying France right now. Vatira eliminated by Khaled. Mawkzy forced the team kill Zen there. So although it was France who came out on top in stage 1 with a Zen Mawkzy all-France final, it is now turning into Saudi Arabia versus Morocco. Morocco already have 2 in the top 4. It's 3 Saudi Arabian players and Mawkzy fighting for the other 2 spots. Now Mawkzy really needs a goal here. Not the best takeoff. He's got quite a lot to do. And he gets back to it and nearly slots it bottom corner. Rapid turnaround by Mawkzy. That's a confident flick. Now if anyone can do it, he can. 3 goals in 30 seconds. That's the Mawkzy mission from this point onwards. How's he going to go about it? Well, not the ideal start there from Mawkzy. Rw9 plays the ball, steals the boost. Very interesting pathing here. And Mawkzy allowed to get the ball past him. And that's a very, very good continuation. Mawkzy reversed back into position quickly. Just got the shot off in time. And we've seen him come back from 3 down with less than this remaining. He only needs 2. Rw9 patiently waiting, but has to say goodbye to his back corner boost. Mawkzy almost had an opening there. I don't think he expected Rw9 to miss. Mawkzy has to pass to himself here and go for the counter. He knows that. He does have time to launch a flick in quickly. Got time to mind game as well. Well, that mind game costs him an additional second. Rw9 did not expect it. But how is Mawkzy going to get the ball up in the air with only 1 second on the clock? It says 0.00. It must be 0.001 because not even our decimal point can track the time remaining here. This really would be the ultimate comeback. Mawkzy's done exceptionally well to keep that up. It's not going to stay up though, surely. It bounces into the ground. And we do get a win in game 1 for Rw9 after a brief scare. Mawkzy never gives up. And he's so scary on the comeback. Dominant field control from Mawkzy in the next rank post-game stats. Use !TNR in Twitch chat or scroll down to the YouTube description if you want to find the link for thenextrank.com. You can get a 15% discount on the Rocket League course coming soon by myself and apparently Jack when the course releases. And in the meantime, you'll have access to some exclusive unlisted videos that we're sending every week to anyone who signs up to thenextrank.com before release. We've already released, I think the 5th video is going out today. Yeah, the 5th video is going out today, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Let's see what's happening elsewhere. We've got TRK 1-0 over Khaled. That is an expected result there. TRK gave Khaled quite a lot of trouble in the group stage, took him down in game 5. Khaled has stepped up massively today, though, to beat Vatira, so it's not going to be easy for TRK in that matchup. Khaled looking to be the upset generator in the bracket today. TRK took the first game 9-3 though, so very confident win by TRK, who played Drally very close in his opening game of the day and of the playoffs this time around. TRK looking for his first top 4. It will be 3 new players in the top 4 this time around. Naupo, Zen, and now one of Mawkzy and Rw9 will not be making top 4 this time around. So a big change at the very top of the Saltmine 3 EU tournament. Due to Khaled's success earlier on today, there seem to be 9 players currently in the running for those top 8 spots that everybody wants. Mawkzy top left flick, nothing new there. But in order to get that flick off, he had to read Rw9's fake challenge, and that was a really, really late fake challenge by Rw9, so it's not an easy read there for Mawkzy. Good vision by Rw9, but Mawkzy still plays the ball. Really well done to cover the shot and have a piece of the ball in that play. Rw9 has not been afraid to take Mawkzy on in the aerial battle here. He's going high with another reset. He shoots it early, and it's gone into the bar. Rw9's landing is not a good one. Mawkzy's got an opening. Will Rw9 be able to get back? Yes, he will. Slams the ball into his own crossbar, and now plays for the back corner 100 boost, giving Mawkzy a run up at the goal. Mawkzy with the bottom corner finish. Rw9 punished for giving Mawkzy that much space for free. It's another read on a fake challenge, by the way. Mawkzy 2 times in this game already reading fake challenges from Rw9. Rw9 forces the ball through Mawkzy, and an effective shot makes it 1 for the KSA player. This might be the most vulnerable I've seen Mawkzy's wave dash recovery kickoff look. You know, earlier on today, Zen managed to force through him a couple of times, and now Rw9 does the same thing. Lovely bump there by Rw9. He's trying to get the attack going quickly here. That's a very fast counter down the middle. Mawkzy's there for it, but he's got no boost hardly to recover with, and he can't get between the ball and his goal. Clinical from Rw9. Not the cleanest recovery by Mawkzy. He was trying to bait the shot, but he couldn't roll properly with his dodge there. Actually matrix around the ball. Give Rw9 the second goal. Mawkzy shoots first time. Rw9 only uses 19 boost to glance it into the corner. Mawkzy's reading almost every fake challenge from Rw9 right now. It's incredible that he can just stare at him. Oh, what a pre-flip by Rw9! Mawkzy didn't read that one. He tried to bump Rw9. Rw9 jumped over the bump and then pre-flipped to shoot the ball. I mean, the jump forced Rw9 to jump early and put himself out of line of a shot. No problem. Pre-flip realigns himself, and he's up 3-2 against the defending champion. 3-3 though. Mawkzy fires back with a strong kickoff. Great vision by Mawkzy, checking to see where Rw9 was going. Now, this doesn't feel like the same match that we saw between Mawkzy and Zen. Between Mawkzy and Zen, Zen was keeping it competitive, but it felt like Mawkzy was being allowed to play his game. Rw9 is not giving Mawkzy that luxury. He's forced Mawkzy into defending aerials that really no one is going to have an easy time defending. And he's kept him guessing with the kickoffs, he's kept him guessing with the challenges. One thing that is still going in Mawkzy's favor though is that he's reading a lot of Rw9's fake challenges. Rw9 has got to actually challenge. He's got to go a couple times to make these future fake challenges more convincing. Strong play in the back corner by Rw9. He's so confident, even with his car side onto the ball. Trusting his timing with the 50. He's got an open net and he slots it. Rw9 has Mawkzy in a world of trouble here. This was a game that started off very, very much in Mawkzy's favor. Now it's Rw9 who's answering back. Perfect read on Mawkzy's flick. Can Rw9 block the shot though? No, he can't. Mawkzy too efficient on the turn. It looks like Rw9 left too much of a gap. Yeah, he just went for the boost and left his net open. That's as simple as that. He wasn't getting back to cover the shot after flipping away from the play there. Still another strong kickoff from Rw9. We're at a tie game. Rw9 with a chain dash in this setup. A reverse wave dash just to keep Mawkzy guessing with his timing. Incredible 50-50 by Rw9. Again, fake jumping just to try and cause Mawkzy to panic. The boost management from Rw9 is extraordinary. I don't think Mawkzy's going to put him on the amount of boost he's got right now. He definitely will now as he sees Rw9 pick up the 100. Great vision by Rw9. Both players know that back corner boost wasn't going to spawn, so they didn't play for it. Now it's up, but Rw9 has to vacate the area. Mawkzy coming at him with the air double bump. Rw9 goes a bit too low, and Mawkzy takes the lead 5-4. Great play by Mawkzy. It's so difficult to air double bump Rw9. This time, Rw9 drove right into it, and there was almost nowhere to go. Great switch up by Mawkzy. Now he's going to be in the receiving end of another Rw9 aerial play. These have been at different level today. What a save from point blank range by Mawkzy to stop that one from working against him. But the boost is going to spawn for Rw9. He can play for it again. Instead he goes infield. Fakes one shot. Fakes another time. And Mawkzy defends his back corner boost perfectly. And he's on the run away for another goal. 6-4. Mawkzy reads Rw9 perfectly. Rw9 faked a couple times there. He's hoping to get Mawkzy to pre-jump. Nothing. Mawkzy just went straight for the ball. And he was too fast to defend his back corner boost. Rw9 dodges the demo after the kickoff. Mawkzy's still got enough pace to close the distance though. And I think Rw9 has left the net open again. He has indeed. It's 7-4 Mawkzy. End of the game has been so Mawkzy favoured. It looked like Rw9 had him in a bit of trouble, but Mawkzy just keeps chugging along. And it doesn't look like Rw9 has got the same kind of comeback potential Mawkzy did. Let's see what he's got planned to try and come back from 3 goals down. Well, an all-in play with no boost isn't going to work. Mawkzy always confident with his 50s. Rw9 does call next. And we are going to go into game 3 all tied up. I think Rw9 will still be pretty happy with how this series is going, but he's got to keep Mawkzy guessing with the challenge game. Early in this game, Mawkzy read all of Rw9's fake challenges. Late in this game, Mawkzy read all of Rw9's low 50s. He's got to keep subverting Mawkzy's expectations here if he's going to have a chance staying one step ahead of him. Let's take a look at the bracket. We've got Khaled versus TRK happening on JamesBot's stream, and yeah, TRK is thriving there. We've got a close series here. 1-1. It's 2-0. TRK went to game 5 when the two played in the group stage, but today TRK has just been too strong. 9-3, 8-5 over there on JamesBot's channel. TRK looking like the favourite to advance into the top 4 and face NAS tomorrow for a spot in the grand final. Mawkzy first up in attacking game 3 here. And he should be converting on this one. Yes, he is. No, not quite yet. Surely. No, it's not going to be a goal. It felt like it was a guaranteed goal there, but somehow it's not played into Mawkzy's favour. And now Rw9 has a chance to open the scoring in this game, and he does it with a flick over to Mawkzy. Mawkzy's starting to look lethal though. The confidence clearly there, as it so often is for this guy. Oh, that's a perfect flick. And Rw9 straight away gives him credit where it's due for that one. I mean, look at how much boost Mawkzy's got when he flicks this. Despite that fact, he still rips it at nearly 100 kilometers an hour over Rw9 with confidence. I mean, if he had 100 boost, that would be a pretty normal Mawkzy flick, but for Mawkzy to pull that out with almost no boost, it shows he has full faith in his ability right now. Oh, what a finish that is as well. Yeah, Mawkzy's locked in. He is absolutely locked in right now. That touch is absolutely insane. How did he chip that one while going across the ball? He's such an explosive player. The speed that he launches the ball on target gives his opponent no time to react. I think that's why Mawkzy has had the best record against Rw9 out of any player in history. That's a brilliant pre-jump save from Rw9. He's dodging a very dangerous position though. Mawkzy plays it past him, but Mawkzy has missed the open net. I don't know if it was completely open. It did look like an awkward one. Rw9 places perfectly to tie the game 2-2. Oh, what a finish by Rw9. Both of these guys are shooting with expert quality. I am noticing the telltale signs of a Mawkzy playoff run. When he starts booming every touch, you should be worried. Once again, he reads Rw9's fake challenge and side flip shoots the ball past him. And, you know, although it's going to be difficult to replicate Mawkzy's flicks, that's something very few players in the world can do. These side flip shots that he's integrated into his offense have given Rw9 just as much trouble today, and that's something that's a lot easier for players at all levels to add to their game. Huge save there by Rw9. He's running away from Mawkzy, trying to deny demos. Mawkzy dribbles the ball back. He dribbles the ball back even more. Not falling for Rw9's tricks though. He's not taking it across his own goal unnecessarily. And now look at the positions reversed. Mawkzy flicks again and makes it 4-2. He is just so comfortable taking the ball to his back corner and getting an attack started. Rw9 does not want to challenge Mawkzy in the back corner like that because Mawkzy's 50-50s are so good defensively. Oh, that's a decent shot. Not bad by Rw9. From a standstill, Rw9 absolutely pings it. Gives Mawkzy zero chance of getting back and making a save. Only one save for Rw9 so far this game, none for Mawkzy. It's been an explosive offense from both. That's an excellent pre-flip from Rw9, but he's left the shot open. Mawkzy misses it. And now Rw9 can start with the long-range air dribble. He's going to need to use a lot of his boost for this one. Maybe all of it. But the reset is good. It's off the bar though. And Mawkzy's got so much boost to recover with. I think though he's missed the open net. Again, that is ridiculous. Mawkzy's missed 2 open nets in quick succession. And that one looked incredibly open. Oh, Rw9 went all in. He will not believe that that's worked out. He is starting to challenge Mawkzy in the back corner here. He does not want to give Mawkzy free dribbles from distance when Mawkzy's playing with this kind of form. Oh, he's so difficult to dispossess, Mawkzy. Rw9 saves his dodge and effectively defends another air dribble threat. Mawkzy's just taking the ball back though. He's not rushing the attack as he rarely does. It's just all Mawkzy control against Rw9's defense. Can Rw9 be patient here? Mawkzy's in a bit of a dangerous position actually. Rw9 shoots high. Mawkzy with another open net attempt, and this one's actually not going to be open enough. Rw9 gets back and stops it. Into the air goes Rw9. Mawkzy backs off to the corner. Flip reset. Rw9 and the pogo shot saved by Mawkzy, who darts across the goal at the final seconds. Mawkzy flicks and then follows up with another touch. Rw9 did not commit, so that's gone nowhere. Fast pace around the pitch right now. Rw9 is going to try and dribble the ball back to his own half. Mawkzy's all over him here though, so he's got to get moving. Rw9 does snipe Mawkzy. Plays for the pinch. Oh, if that had worked, that would have been ridiculous. But all that's happened is Mawkzy's got the possession. Rw9 diving in again. He does not want to back off. It's been pretty clear in this game that when you do that against Mawkzy, not going to work in your favor. Mawkzy, despite a boost disadvantage, keeping up with Rw9 here. A long period with no goals. And Mawkzy's going to be the... Rw9 miscalculated that bounce. He thought he had time to grab the mid boost and make it back. He did not. Mawkzy on the receiving end of another Rw9 pre-flip. That is not an easy shot to hit. Mawkzy's right in front of him, but Rw9 once again jumps over Mawkzy and hits a pre-flip shot on target. 1 goal game. And now, instead of a position where the ball's doing laps around the pitch, it's a kickoff, and Rw9 works it into his favor. Got a chance at shooting this one. Instead, he takes his time. Rw9 needs to be clinical here. And he is. 5-5. Rw9 hits a perfect flick on Mawkzy. And we go back to the center circle again. Big kickoff over the top by Rw9. He committed for the shot, but Mawkzy saved it. Rw9 does have time to grab 100 boost here, but Mawkzy's in control. Great first touch by Mawkzy. He starts accelerating, threatening the bump, but Rw9 dodges it, dodges the follow-up bump as well. And now he's got to flex his boost advantage here to deny Mawkzy the turn. That's what Rw9 is going to do. Great entrance to the back corner there. Otherwise, Mawkzy would have turned and taken control of the ball. It's a battle for possession late in the game. Mawkzy might have an opening here. Rw9 bumps him out of the way. Huge save with the bump there from Rw9. Or Mawkzy would have been clean through and goal. Rw9 going for an extremely aggressive conclusion of the game though. Mawkzy somehow recovers to save it. Overtime game 3. Winner of this will have double match point. And the first possession does go to Rw9, sorry. Late flip reset. It's a fake. I don't know if he meant it, but it's worked wonderfully. Rw9 is the opening, and Rw9 has the goal. Well, I do not believe it. But Rw9, failing a flip reset, completely mind games Mawkzy. And now he leads 2-1 in the most bizarre of fashions still though. Great comeback by Rw9. Mawkzy looked like he had him. He was wasting time. He had full control of the ball. He was dribbling it around the pitch, but Rw9 equalized late with a flick and now has double match point to eliminate the defending champion for Europe. Let's take a look at the bracket and see if we have any more games from TRK Khaled. It looks like we do. TRK just too strong for Khaled today. Khaled's going to need to settle for top 6. And TRK advances to face NAS in the preliminary final tomorrow. So one of the preliminary finals is going to be TRK NAS. One of those two is going to make the grand final. We've got a new finalist. Actually, we're going to have all new finalists if Rw9 beats Mawkzy here. But we've got at least one new finalist in the grand final tomorrow. And we're now just a few minutes away from finding out whether Rw9 can make it 100% new finalists by eliminating the tournament's final Frenchman. Mawkzy needs 2. Rw9 just needs 1. Incredibly competitive series so far. It's had all the drama. Rw9 is going to be opening the scoring in this game. And it's an open net, which looks routine, but forget not, Mawkzy missed equally routine open nets last game. Rw9 seemingly striking more accurately as we get to the business end of the series. Could have made it 2 there. No shot on target. Mawkzy going to take his time with the possession in the back corner. This time Rw9 is able to read Mawkzy's late dodge, late move there. The biggest change, the biggest improvement for Rw9 in this series is that he scores again from the back corner. Has been his ability to put pressure on Mawkzy in these positions. Usually Mawkzy is so comfortable in his back corner, he just plants himself behind the ball and no one has the confidence of challenging him. Because they know if they get a losing 50-50 in Mawkzy's back corner, he is going to rapidly score on the counter-attack. But Rw9 has managed to make Mawkzy feel uncomfortable in the back corner multiple times here. Now he's going pretty all in for another boost. Actually changes his mind at the last second there. Another flip reset, should have said. Rw9 thought better off it and backed off. That boost respawning perfectly for Rw9. Great timing. He's got Mawkzy on the ropes again, but instead dribbles the ball back, and Mawkzy, with a very early read on the play, takes it away from him. A perfect demo from Mawkzy. That is just a clean exchange. Mawkzy on the board in game 4. This all started with an extremely early read on Rw9's try to take the ball back into his half. Mawkzy was all over him and seized the advantage in the position. Mawkzy with another possession. Rw9 has the boost advantage though. As we all know, this is plenty for Mawkzy to send a threatening flick on target. Rw9 knows that, I'm sure, just as much as we do. And Rw9 has used a lot of his boost here. Still going to chase after Mawkzy. If you're wondering why is he doing that, well, what's Rw9 doing? You're not going to get the ball there. You've got no boost. He wants to force Mawkzy to go back all the way. He wants to force Mawkzy to run up on the wall. And just waste a little bit more time. That buys time for boosts to spawn behind Rw9 so that he can then retreat and get them. And you never know, your opponent might misplay it. Mawkzy, full volley. No mistake on that occasion. There's so much height on this one, despite very little play on the ball. Perfect technique to lift the front end of his car up into the ball there and lift the ball over the top of Rw9. Mawkzy again going straight down the middle. He's got such good vision. Effortlessly flicks it over Rw9 and lets the ball roll in slowly. Rw9 probably thought he wasn't spotted there while he was turning to challenge, but you can see even a slight angle on the dribble is all Mawkzy needed to see Rw9 pass the ball. Rw9, you know, he either knew he was in vision and just played for the rush challenge anyway, or he misplayed and didn't realize that Mawkzy could see him coming around the ball. Oh, Mawkzy beaten to the ball by miles here. Rw9 has got a terrible bounce, but it should be fine. He's got a nightmare bounce to that position. Kicking way off the wall and way up in the air as well after hitting the crossbar. Rw9 called the challenge perfectly there. Mawkzy bumped out the way. He probably knew that was coming, but there was nowhere to go. Now he's panicked and hit the ball unnecessarily, and Rw9 hits it from distance. Mawkzy races back. It's going to be Rw9 again, but the second shot's not as good as the first one. Mawkzy's recovery a lot better there, but Rw9 again reads Mawkzy's early move, and now he's got an open net, and he shoots it straight in. Well, Rw9 has beaten Mawkzy to 2 aerial plays in a row. He didn't need to check and see where Mawkzy was. He just knew. That first touch by Rw9 mid-air was unbelievable to keep control of the ball at that kind of pace. And no life in the ball there. Mawkzy still hits the post, and he just gives so much power to these shots despite the fact that the ball is barely got any play in it. Mawkzy looking to cut in field here. That first touch wasn't ideal. It allowed Rw9 to close the gap. Rw9 fakes an aerial, half flips out of it. He's going to have to say goodbye to his back corner boost and say goodbye to his goal lead as well. Mawkzy shoots it right over him. Just so fast by Mawkzy. He just had an idea that Rw9 would want to challenge in that position. A delayed kickoff by Rw9. Mawkzy hits it straight into him. Rw9 has got a boost advantage here, fakes a jump, and that boost advantage is going to give him an even bigger boost advantage for now. Mawkzy does find time to grab the 100, but now here comes Rw9 with an aerial play. Shot right underneath Mawkzy. And that's the problem with being forced back to grab boosts, is your opponent has that space, and they can start crossing the ball, crossing that space to get close to your goal with the threat of a flip reset the entire way. 1 goal lead for Rw9, and he's already on match point. A massive kickoff for Rw9. Anyone else who's been struggling against Mawkzy's kickoff should be taking notes about what Rw9 has been doing today, because a lot of players have really had difficulty in this tournament against Mawkzy's kickoffs, and Rw9 is not showing any signs of weakness in that regard. Rw9 showing that you can actually stick to the ceiling for quite a long time there as you're turning around. Mawkzy with a great save, but it's going to bounce back to Rw9. He makes no mistake. 6-4. If Rw9 can get control, Mawkzy could be in real trouble. The defending champion is on the ropes. That's maybe going to be Rw9 with the first play here. Indeed it is. Mawkzy finds a way in though. You can never count out this guy's burst of speed, even with no boost. He's still able to create so much speed on the ball. Oh, what save by Rw9 though. Post-pitch save reactively. And the ball's bounced past Mawkzy, who was staying in the area for a bad save. Double tap, missed by Mawkzy. Tried to play it as it came off the ground there. Rw9 has just produced one of the best saves that we've ever seen And now the counter-attack lands for 7-4. Absolutely extraordinary. Rw9 in defense, and the fake infield dribble completely fooled Mawkzy as well there. 7-4. Mawkzy needs to do it all over again. The comeback man having to produce a whole lot of them in this series, and I don't think he's going to get this one. Rw9 up by 4 goals. He must feel like he's done it. It's important not to get too comfortable too fast, but that must have felt like the winning goal. 29 seconds, 4 goals difference. This is an even tougher comeback than the one Mawkzy pulled off against Zen in stage 1. But can he start it early? Yes, he can. Okay, now he's got an easier comeback. Just 3 goals in 23 seconds. What was it? 17 seconds he got it in the stage 1. He's so good at converting small kickoff advantages. That's what gives him the comeback chance. And he nearly had another one there. I think Rw9 has done enough though. This is taking too long for Mawkzy. He has to just turn and shoot this, and it's very, very awkward to do so. I mean, Mawkzy might get a goal eventually, but it's just taking too long. Rw9 denies him one more time and wins to eliminate the defending champion. Mawkzy is out. Rw9 advances to the preliminary final. He'll play Drally tomorrow for a spot in the grand final, but we've had a complete changeover of the guard in EU. Also worth mentioning, Rw9 is the only player to make top 4 in both events. Mawkzy, Zen, and Naupo, all players who were top 4 in stage 1, are all eliminated. Absolutely unbelievable. Let's take a look at some of the post-series highlights here so we can recap on what just happened. Very impressive performance by Rw9. The aerial game in the first probably surprised Mawkzy, who's used to Rw9 playing a much more cautious and much more defensive style. And Mawkzy took control. He was able to level the series and then went up in game 3, but Rw9 came back and then ran away with it. Shout out again to the Chalkcast, the official podcast of Salt Mine 3. We're just coming off the back of a live episode yesterday where we had T-Bates on the show to talk about Rocket League formats, RLCS formats, and league play in particular, and his thoughts on that, so definitely check it out. It's good to catch up with T-Bates there. You can use !chalked in Twitch chat or in the YouTube description if you want to find the link to the Chalkcast Discord. Join the community, keep the conversation active in the off-season. Yeah, post-series stats, field control actually in Mawkzy's favor. Boost consumption in Mawkzy's favor, possession in Mawkzy's favor, but Rw9 did more with less in this matchup. Clinical, decisive victory for the Saudi Arabian Pro. If we take a look at the bracket now, you'll see that there are no French players left in the tournament. Mawkzy, Zen, and Vatira all eliminated in the same day. That leaves 2 Saudi Arabian players and 2 Moroccan players. Now, it's actually the same players who started off the stream today, but the matchups have switched. So TRK lost to Drally, now he's going to have a shot at NAS tomorrow. Rw9 lost to NAS, now he's going to have a shot at Drally tomorrow. So Rw9 and TRK are going to be trying to avenge each other's losses to different Moroccan players. But really, Morocco's been on top in this tournament. They were number 1 and number 2 in Group A, and now they're absolutely crushing it in the playoffs as well. Quick update on the points scenarios, the point situation, before we go to the break. Stage 2. Points are as such. Now you can see that Mawkzy and Khaled have locked in 3 each. Vatira, Zen just 2 to their names. And now the points jumps keep getting bigger. You get 2 extra points if you go 3rd, 4th, which everybody else has. 3 extra points if you go to the grand final, and 4 extra points if you win. So every jump is bigger from top 6 onwards. And for total points, it's getting very close. Khaled and Vatira are completely tied at 5 points each. So one of them's on the inside of the top 8 right now. That's Khaled, because his top 6 was more recent. So he does have the tiebreak over Vatira on that one. But that will be settled in the final stage of the competition. Drally also still on 5 points overall, but he's in the tournament, so he can advance. He can gain another 3 with a win in the preliminary final tomorrow, and then maybe even another 4 to go all the way up to 11 points if he can win the grand final as well. Nas also able to add to his 6, and TRK able to add to his 8, and Rw9 could actually take the #1 spot by the end of this tournament, or this stage of the tournament. Tomorrow, if Rw9 wins, he will pass Mawkzy. Rw9 just needs one more win to clinch stage 3 playoffs, just the Saltmine 3 EU finals. So yeah, getting a bit dangerous there for Zen. He's got Nas and TRK right behind him, trying to knock him outside the top 4.